So we're gonna start by sitting down on the floor. By the way, my name is Green. Forgot to introduce myself. So welcome to my home, my tiny corner. Welcome you, and we're gonna start by comfortable sitting. So just take a moment, find your seat. And we're gonna begin by just take a moment to notice your body. So first, pay attention to your both sit bone. And then from that sit bone, you can use your imagination. Imagine that you're sitting on the warm sand on the beach. So the sit bone sinking down towards to the sandy beach, very, very warm. And at the same time, lengthening the spine, going up towards the crown of the head. Imagine there's a lot of birds singing up there. So really using that sensory image, bring yourself up. Imagine that you want to hear those birds song and reaching up. So without any voluntary muscle to hold you. And softening the shoulders, relax your arms, and to just check if you're holding on any unnecessary tension, any pulls inside, any tension, to just let go. And then just using that imagination, that sandy beach, very warm. You're gonna sinking down your sit bone, and at the same time, there are birds singing up there, reaching your spine up. Just take a moment, get into that sensation. Using our imagination. Now we invite you to take a moment here to setting an intention for today's practice and what's bringing you onto your mat today. Maybe it's a word, the image that arises. Just take a moment to get into that intention, what you would like to bring, or what you like to cultivate for today's practice. And then slowly, I invite you to begin to move your spine. So just letting your spine flexing. Drop your head and then slowly push your sit bone down, going to that sandy beach. Opening up the chest, look up to the ceiling. So just a couple of times here, start to warm up your spine, flexing and extending. And at the same time, start to tuning into your breath. And then gently, let's bring our hands interlace together. When you flex your spine, push your hands forward. And now opening your arms, reaching behind, open the chest up. We're gonna go into a 6 direction of our spine. So you're gonna go to the side. Side bending. And one more time, go to the other side. And then we're gonna keep these arms touching to the knees and go into a twist. And swing your body, let's go to the other side. Let's do one more time, going to this 6 direction. So later on in the session, we will use a lot with our spine today. Opening. And maybe change to the other direction first. So side bending. Just go into movement and take your upper arm to the knee. Looking the space behind you and going to the other side. And come back. Okay, and now you're gonna just take one leg. Doesn't matter which leg, and then you can start just waking up the joints. So your ankle, your knees, you can stretch out, and your hip joint, just to get a sense and wake up. your toes. And you can also cradle, taking your arm, just cradle a bit. You can also go into a big movement, extend it, closing a couple of times. And then let's just extend this leg out. We're not gonna stay here in the position. So beginning, just take your hands, rock, wake up the proprioception of your legs. Just a couple of times here, bending forward and extend. And then slowly let's change to the other side. So once more, just open up the joints, ankle, your knees, your hip. And go circle around, or maybe cradle, like hugging a baby. All right, and then slowly let's extend this leg out again. And then just use your hand, get into touching the skins. Waking up your legs a couple of times. All right, and then slowly let's just remove underneath you the sit bone. Just taking to the side. We're gonna go down onto your back. So just take a moment, you can sitting upright here and then slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Finding your back flat on the floor, we're gonna just take a pelvis roll up. Just open up the front side of the body, take an inhale here. Exhalation, you're gonna draw the belly in, push your both feet down and now reach up. Get a sense of the opening, widening to the front side of the body. And now slowly, exhalation, go down. Going to each segment of the spine. Let's do one more time here, breathing. And now breathe out, draw the belly in, roll up from your tailbone. Inhale at the top, just tiny a bit, push your feet down. And now exhalation, soften your chest, stomach, and your belly, coming back down to the floor. And let's just extend our legs down. So parallel to each other and a bit narrow together. So really right underneath your sit bone. Your toes, your knees facing up to the ceiling. Then just do a heel rock. Just loosen up a bit your body. So you're gonna flex your feet, flexing point, push your heels down. A couple of times here. Just loosen up all the tension. Letting that ripple going up through your spine to the crown of the head. All right, now slowly, slowly, just take an inhale, reach your arms up, far away from your lower limbs. And now exhalation, crawling in, everything towards the center. Become a small, tiny egg. One more time, breathing in, reach up. And breathe out, coming back in. And now this time, you're gonna just place your feet down to the floor. Let's bring our right leg on top of your left, coming to a feet forward. So just opening up, opening your hip joint here. And then you're gonna bring your hands behind your head. We're gonna start to wake up our core. So just take your left elbow towards to your right. A couple of times here, rotation to the side. If you like, you can also lift your leg away, left leg away from the floor. And then the same thing. But then keeping your figure four here. All right, and slowly just lying back down. Take your both hands and grab onto your left leg. You can go in between needle through or just on top here. Take your left knee towards the chest. And now you're gonna free your right leg up. So extend your right leg up to the ceiling and then just a couple of times lower and reaching up. Lower and reach up. And then let your lower back connecting to the floor. Kick your left knee towards your hands firmly. A couple of times here. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, now slowly let's come back and let's go to the other side. You're gonna go with your left leg on top, coming to a figure four. First, just finding your figure four when you're ready. Hands behind your head. And then right elbow go to your left knee. Just a couple of times here. You can also lift your right leg away from the floor. Okay, and then slowly lying back, and I'll take your both hands, interlace, and then take your right knee towards your chest. Slowly, let's free our left leg and just reach up to the ceiling, and now a couple of times, lowering and extending, come back. So stabilize your center, your core, letting your limbs moving. Okay, last one more time. And now slowly just bring your both knees towards your chest. A couple of times you can open your hip joint, circling. Now we're gonna start with rock and roll on the spine. Slowly bring yourself up. Start to the spine. And then eventually we're gonna come onto your hands and your knees. So take a moment here, finding your hands and your knees. And doing your own version of your cat and cow. Just finding the spine again. Flexing, extending. And you can also experiment today, extending your head up, and now when you're going down, you can lift your knees up away from the floor to reactivate your core again. Push your hands and your feet. Couple of times. All right, and slowly let's reach our right leg up. Just bend your right knee and reach up and out towards to your chest. Let's start and continue with this cat and cow motion, just with your right leg. And this time, when you're coming back in, just take your right toes next to your left knee. I'm gonna turn myself here. And now you're gonna sit down. If this is impossible, if you have like a block, you can sit on the block. So, or take like a pillow or something on your knees to support. So coming to like a half, like squats kneeling here. And we're gonna just move our spine 6 direction again. So you're gonna flex your spine, extend your spine, lateral bending, go into a twist. And now you're gonna take your left arm, reach to the side, your right leg stretch out. And come back in. Couple of times here. Stretching out and come back in. Last time here, you're gonna find yourself back to your all fours. We're gonna go the other side. When you're ready, left leg reach up. Head and tail. Head and tail, come back in. Last one more time. This time again, you're gonna take your left toes next to your right knee and find your way, sit down. You can also rock from the back a couple of times here to open up your ankle. And then again, going into this 6 direction of your spine movement. Flexing, extending, side bending. And to rotation. And when you're ready, take your right arm to the side and reach your left arms and leg out into the space. And come back in. Couple of times. Kneeling support. Last time here, you're gonna find yourself back again. Coming to your O4s. Just take a moment here, finding the O4s. And I'm gonna tap your toes under. Slowly find yourself coming to a downward facing dog. Just take a moment here, finding your thumb dog. And pedal through your feet. Open your fingers and your toes. Slowly lift your both heels up, inhale. Gently gonna ripple through your spine all the way down into a plank. Just finding your plank here, finding your crown of the head, reach down to the heels, long line. Release your knees, untap your toes, softening the chest down. Inhalation, baby cobra. Now slowly exhale, coming back down, sitting down to your child pose. Take a moment here to just rest. And then slowly find your way, coming back to your sitting kneeling. And here I would like to invite you to just stretch the front side of your ankle. So one leg, another leg, or maybe both legs. So just leaning behind, stretch the front side of your ankle. Okay, and then slowly reach your arms forward again. You're gonna stretch your right leg behind. Stretch your calf muscle a couple of times here. And then you're gonna reach your right leg up. Take your right knee in towards your chest. Step in between. You're gonna find yourself coming to a low lunge here. Reach your arms up and release your elbow. Open the chest. And once more, going to this 6 direction. So flexing, extending, and side bending. Allow your upper body, spine moving, twisting, and opening. And then slowly find your both hands down, tuck your back toes, and now lift it up into a runner's lunge. And then step back to your downward facing dog. Slowly inhale, lift your heels, bring yourself all the way to the front. And now exhale, you can lower your knees, release your chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Push your hands. Exhalation, come back to your downward facing dog. And then this time, just find your way going to the front side of the mat. You can walk, jump, however your body feels like this moment. Find yourself coming to a forward fold. Inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly push your feet down. Gently, you're gonna roll up vertebra by vertebra. Heavy arms, heavy head. Coming to a stand. Take a moment here to notice your standing. When you're ready, reach your arms up, take an inhale. And now exhale, you're gonna interlace your fingers, and now you're gonna sit down like a chair. Now bowing forward, let your arms take you forward. And now bring your arms down, take your chest forward. Couple of times here. So head down and arms going behind. And arms reaching back and bringing yourself back here. Finding your chair pose here. So when you look down, you still can see your toes. Imagine you're really sitting on the chair. And now you're gonna free your right leg. So shift your weight onto your left leg. Free your right toes. And now start to reach your right toes to the back, the unknown space. And just reaching back and now finding a spot to land. Find your high lunge here. Take an inhale and now exhale, open the chest. One more time, going to this 6 direction of this spine. Go sideways. And going to a twist. And then the last one, we're gonna go open to the side, finding your warrior 2. And turn your left palm up, reverse forward. Couple of times here. And now slowly we're gonna turn ourselves to a warrior one. So just shorten your stance and taking your pelvis to the front. Reach your both arms up. Finding a prayer. And really feeling that both feet firmly on the floor. And then slowly shift your weight coming to your left leg. And then take off, coming to your warrior three. Softening your left knee. Reach your right leg behind. Slowly bend your left knee, take your right leg up. Finding a balance here. And then let it drop. Release. Take a moment here, finding your samasthiti, your stand. You ready? Inhalation, arms rise up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, find your way back to your downward facing dog. And now slowly just release your your knees, both knees back to the floor. We're gonna go the other side. So left leg reach back, toes on the floor, just a couple of times here. Stretch your cup. And then slowly lift your left leg away from the floor. Throw your left knee towards your chest. Step in between. And rise up. Low lunge. And one more time, going to your sixth direction of your spine. In the low lunge. From the back, side to side. Rotation and twist. And then find your both hands down. Tap your back toes. And then step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your weight, come forward, high plank. Exhalation, you can either do chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing. Exhale, find your way downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Regulate your breath. Then slowly, use your weight, slowly come into the front side of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Gently, inhalation, rise up. And now exhale, you're gonna take your hands behind you. One more time, bending down, coming to a sitting chair. And your arms come forward. And reaching back, chest lift. One more time. Couple of times here. Like a seesaw. And then last one, you're gonna stay here on your chair pose. And now you're gonna free your left leg here. So your weight is on your right leg. You're gonna take your left leg behind you. So reaching behind to an unknown space and then finding a spot to land. Once you're rising up both arms. And then again, going to a sixth direction. Flexing, extending, side bend. And then coming to a twist. And opening to your warrior two. Finding your warrior two. Then flip your right palm up. You're gonna go back to your reverse warrior. Couple of times here, swing around. And then find yourself back to your warrior one. So you're gonna hug your pelvis in. Reach your arms up to a prayer. Slowly, let's transition your weight all the way onto your right leg. Shift your weight, come forward to your warrior three. Just take a moment, balance here. And then gently take your left knee up to the front. And release back to the floor. And finding yourself coming to a standing. Just take a moment to notice your body. On your next inhalation, arms rise up. And exhale, come back down, forward fold. Inhale halfway. And exhalation, step back to your downward facing dog. So find your down dog. And now this time you're gonna widen your both legs to the side. Your toes 45 towards to the front. And just take a moment, stretch here. You can soften the knee. And you're gonna walk your hands slowly, slowly coming back to your legs. Bending down, we're gonna go down to your squat. Finding your squat here. You can also just start by moving a bit side to side. You don't need to go down directly to the position. Just moving side to side. When you're ready, you can come into a stillness. And gently, let's release them back to sit down on the floor. And then you're gonna take your both knees with you. We're gonna lie them back onto your back. The end, we're gonna just do a couple of side twisting, opening up the spine. So you can bring your both leg over to the right or left. Simple twist here. Release all the tension. Softening your face and your jaw. Relax your shoulders. And gently on your next inhale, let's go to the other side. Come back to the center. And bring yourself to the other side. Soften the chest and your stomach. And notice your both fingers and arms. If you're holding on any unnecessary tension, just relax. Relax both legs and your feet. Slowly on your next inhale, come back to the center. And take a moment, you can rock and roll again onto your spine. Then slowly we're gonna finding ourselves back to your sitting position. So finding your sit. And just take a moment here. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes and go inside. Finding that open attention. Notice what is here. Your breath, your posture, the temperature of your body, any sensations, any senses. Weight of your body. And at the same time, also opening up the senses around you. hearing, smell, sound, and if your eyes are closed, what can you see still? And slowly take a moment to gather all the gratitude for yourself and your own practice. Thank you for yourself for showing up onto the mat today. And thank you for practice with me. Namaste. Thank you.